Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my 10-week pregnancy update. So if you want to see how I've been doing in the past week, then keep watching. So I've hit double figures, which is obviously, it feels like a big milestone to me anyway. And like considering that my last pregnancy with Daisy was 40 weeks and 2 days long, I'm like pretty much a quarter of the way through now. But obviously with Bill I was almost 2 weeks late, so you never know, do you? But I'm really pleased to be at 10 weeks because it just feels now that the wait to get to my scan and to sort of be publicly pregnant isn't like that far away. But I'm going to get right into it this week because I don't want to ramble too much. So I'm going to crack on with my symptoms now. In my last update, my 9-week update, I was saying that like my sickness and my tiredness had definitely improved, but I don't know, the past week has been a bit up and down. I would still say that I'm not quite as bad as I was between the weeks like 7 and 8 in particular were just so bad. I feel a bit more like I was at 6 weeks, where it was kind of like the onset of sickness and the exhaustion and all of that. But it's just been, I've had days where like it's been quite alright, it's been okay, and then I feel like if I overdo it, then the next day I tend to feel worse. I tend to feel very tired, I tend to feel very queasy, and I have to say that I'm just that little bit fed up at the moment of feeling like this. I think what I'm finding really difficult as well is that with both children with me, I would say like 95% of the time during the summer holidays, and needing like entertaining, and obviously like this is Bill's summer and I want him to have a really nice summer break from school. I don't want him to be bored and go back with no fun tales to talk of with his friends. I find it really hard because there's like a messaging group that I'm part of with mums from school, and it feels like every single day they're like, oh, we're off to this place, oh, we're off to that place, and I'm sat here like trying not to be sick on my children. And I feel really down about that. I have got like serious mum guilt. So I have really been trying. I've been trying to do my best. So take the kids to the library, take them for lunch somewhere local, you know, go to the park, play puzzles, do some handwriting practice and drawing because they'll love stuff like that. But I feel bad, and I'm a bit done with feeling like a rubbish mum. And I know I'm not rubbish, and I know this is normal, but it's just the way I feel right now. So yeah, sickness and tiredness has sort of been on and off, and I know that at this point baby goes through quite a big growth spurt over the next like 2 weeks, from 10 to 12 weeks. So I guess, like, you know, it makes sense. Other symptoms I've had, my skin is horrendous. Like I have like a twin on my face at the moment. You probably won't be able to see it very well because these lights do make me look a hell of a lot better than I actually do in real life, trust me. But yeah, I have breakouts mainly on my jaw and on my forehead as well. I did have some over the rest of my face as well, so it's not as bad as that, but I just feel like they're coming, and they're very big and sore spots and not the kind of spots I normally get. And you know, when you're feeling kind of chunky anyway, and then the skin comes out and it's like, oh great, I just feel really self-conscious at the moment. I'm struggling with my body as well. My boobs are, in my opinion, huge. I wouldn't say necessarily that they're like growing bigger. I just feel like they're filling up again. Like obviously when you've like breastfed or expressed, the girls kind of, you know, deflate over time and they become less full, whereas mine are filling up again. And I know that like when I was a teenager that would have been my dream, but now honestly I feel like a bigger bust makes me look chunkier in general, because I have quite narrow shoulders, and when my boobs get bigger I just kind of look very blocky up here, like all one big round mass, and I really don't like it. And at the same time my waist is thickening out a lot, and I really do look pregnant. To me, I think it's obvious that I'm pregnant, and Mark agrees. So I'm finding it a bit awkward because I don't know what to wear when I'm out and about, because I don't want anyone to sort of suss me out or just think I'm porky. But yeah, I've struggled with that this week. I hope I'm not alone on that, because it it seems really superficial, because when you go through pregnancy, obviously pregnancy is like a gift and it's a blessing, and you're having a baby and that's an amazing thing. But then sometimes I think, well, actually, is the baby the blessing, and is it okay to find pregnancy hard? Because there are people that I care about in my life who I know are having issues conceiving, and I hate myself sometimes when I'm like moaning about the way I feel, but then it's like I can't help it either, because I do feel horrendous and I'm a bit tired of it. So I do struggle with that, and I try and sort of step back every day and think, no, you're really lucky and it's going to be worth it, and it's not long now until you should start to feel better. And we are going on holiday in just less than 2 weeks now, so it's when I turn 12 weeks that I'll be away, which is obviously why my scan's going to be a week late. But I think, you know, like that would be really, really nice for me to just take a break from the routine here and just be myself, be a pregnant mum of 2 on holiday, and just chill and relax and take some time out, which I think is what we really need as a family, and what I certainly need anyway. But yeah, other than that, it's just been just like a sloggy week really. Like obviously I had the midwife the week before. There's not really been anything too exciting happening this week, apart from honestly just ticking off the days. One thing that I did do, and I've never done this early in any of my pregnancies, is that I have bought something, and I don't know why I did it. I was on the Next website looking for something, a dress that I'd seen anyway, and I thought, oh, I'll just check out the baby section, and as I was in like the unisex bit, I found this, and my favourite colour is yellow, and it's this little cat sleep suit. It has a tail on the butt as well, which I thought was really cute, and it comes with a little hat which has like little tiger stripes on it, I guess. And I bought it in up to 1 month. It was £10, and I don't know, I saw it and it looked so cute on the little baby that was wearing it on the website, and I just thought it's one of those ones that, you know, when you see stuff on Next and then you know that they're going to be really popular sets, and I just thought if I don't buy it now, the next time I go on looking for it, it'll either be out of stock or replaced with like the latest line of like baby clothes. So I went for it, and I don't know, it made me feel excited. I was really grateful to sort of have something like that and get excited about it, because even though I've accepted that I'm pregnant and I'm having a baby, obviously this was still a surprise. So sometimes in my head I get a little bit like, I still can't believe that this is happening and everything's changed and everything's different. So every time I get a moment like that where I'm really excited and giddy, it's lovely, and it reminds me of how lucky I am. Another thing I'm going to touch on this week that's been really real for me is that my friend Rebecca, Miss Meldrum, I'm sure you know of her, has recently had her little girl Poppy, and Poppy was admitted to Nicu for, I think it was nine days, because she was born 4 weeks premature, and I wanted to support her as like my friend, and I've been talking to her, and I'm so pleased that Poppy's home. But it kind of hit me seeing someone that I care about go through it. It reminds me that there's a potential that I'm going to go through it again. Not even like a potential, there's like 50% chance, and sometimes I find that quite scary, because I know that no matter how well the pregnancy goes, at the end of it, it's going to be very, very frightening and emotional, because even if I do get scans to say that baby looks to be okay, you never know, do you, until they're born. You don't know what you're going to expect. So that's on my mind a lot. But also seeing how brave Rebecca's been and how well Poppy is doing has also reminded me that, like, especially when Nicu's concerned, the days are long but the years are short, and it's only a small part of your baby's life. And Daisy was in for 6 weeks, so hopefully, like, if I just think of that as like the worst case scenario, then we've done it before and we can do it again. But yeah, that is how I've been feeling this week. So I'm going to quickly move on to baby and then show you my belly. So week 10 is actually the end of the embryonic period, and baby is now classed as a fetus, which is always lovely. Like, I've got a little fetus now, which makes me smile. And then the kidneys, brain, liver and lungs are all beginning to function as well, and baby's head makes up about half of their body, and their little embryonic tail like tadpole tail has now started to sort of disappear gradually, and if you were to use a Doppler at the moment, you should technically be able to hear baby. As I mentioned in my last vlog, I have an at-home Doppler which I only use in the beginning of pregnancy because I prefer to rely on kicks and my baby's movements as I start to feel baby move. But I tried again with the Doppler and found baby's heartbeat much more quickly. I tried, I think I was 9 + 5 on Sunday, and it was lovely. Really nice. Found it so quickly, and it was very sort of consistent and in the right place, and I've enjoyed that, just because again you get those periods, don't you, where you don't really know what's going on with baby until you have your scan and stuff, and I'm not quite feeling them move yet, although I have had some moments where I think, is that baby? Because it doesn't, like, I know what wind is. Trust me, I have a lot of trapped wind at the moment, but sometimes I feel like sort of little tiny pops and tickles, and I do wonder. So let me know in the comments below, like, when was the earliest you felt any of your babies move, because like this is obviously my 3rd, and with every baby it's supposed to get earlier and earlier, so I'm very curious to know like when I can expect baby to move. So let me know, and yeah, I will quickly show you my tummy and then I'll let you go. So I can't show you my bare tummy today because I'm wearing a dress, but this is kind of the grand scheme of things, and I don't know about you, but I just feel like I look pregnant. I feel, I don't know, it's just so round at the front already, and I'm struggling to hide it. Everything's like moving in the right direction, but I just feel like, you know, when I'm out and about, this is what I look like, whereas normally I'd be much slimmer here, more like that, and now I'm like, oh hello, and it's just, I don't know, but yeah, we're growing, we're definitely growing, and that is my 10-week bump. So I think I've covered everything for this week. Hopefully week 11 I start to perk up a bit, because I think you can tell that I'm a little bit more down this week, and I'm just, it's tiring, isn't it, growing these little humans. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're pregnant or where you're up to. I would love to hear how you're doing, and I hope you'll subscribe if you're new and you've just stumbled across me. I'd love that, I really would. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.